All right, guys, I couldn't wait to talk about this. Uh, Let me see if I can say a few words before I play this, guys. Keep in mind, guys, that when I go into this subject, I'm not talking about this to make white people feel better about themselves. Because I'll be the first to tell you guys, I'm not in love with either side, black or white. I really don't even like people that much to begin with. No matter what race or color they is. So let's make that clear. So we're just gonna. I'm just talking from what I have seen. I've been around for a while, and I'm glad that I can have a teacher like Bobby Hemmitt to confirm what I'm saying. So y'all can't just blame it on me. And a lot of this stuff that Bobby's saying, people are afraid to talk about. White people don't want to talk about it because they don't want to be called racist. Black people don't want to talk about it because they don't want to be looked at as like they selling out. So we're gonna listen to Bobby talk about it for about a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna talk about it. See if we can keep this under 7 minutes. Let's just play it.
We had to go about carving this stuff out, where to get to next, and basically synthesizing this information. And literally, it's been a long and tedious work. You see, in the face of black people just wasting away to the ultimate form of ignorance that we have seen since we've been here. I don't even think we were that ignorant when we were slaves. So, on one hand, the greatest knowledge in the modern world has been revealed within the last 10, 12, 13 years. And on the other hand, black people have degenerated into a state of some of the worst human beings on the planet and in the universe. As a matter of fact, it's gotten so bad now until white people appear more humane than black people. Although we understand the underlying racism and the nature thing, but still, yet, they do their job well. See what I'm saying? They do their job well. So we're talking about literally a total degeneration with this 99.9% of all black people are just pure, putrid feces and garbage. And so that and we're not saying these types of things as some type of observation or some type of frustration. We're talking about literally what our people have deteriorated to. But then again, that was prophesied also too. It's only prophecy being fulfilled. But nevertheless, we have to bear the burden of going through this bullshit with millions and millions of black people that are just out of their minds like zombies. A little above an animal level, and it has nothing to do with whether you're educated or whatever, it doesn't matter. But the mere fact that a person is not conscious now in this particular day and age, we're just talking about such a degenerative state. And it doesn't matter whether you walk around with a $5,000 suit on or whatever. We're just talking about a mind-dead zombie in this particular era is still a mind-dead, brain-dead zombie. And all. But then again, that's a part of prophecy being fulfilled. Based on not just the biblical scriptures, because some people, they say, well, you can twist those words any kind of way you want. But we have tons and tons of scriptures from around the world, from around the ancient world, that is precise on this particular stuff. So we are we are constantly dealing with that type of stuff also too. But then again, on the other hand, when you really look at this thing and all, believe it or not, the Bible itself gives you all this stuff. It's not like the Bible is some type of book that is obscure of ancient mythology. If you go into the Bible, all the stuff is right in there. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of the way the theology is being taught. But all of your ancient scriptures, your Torah, and basically your Quran and all that, the stuff is in there. You just have to dig for it. So basically, the problem here is we got too much theology teaching you a certain way to look at something when you're supposed to be looking at it in a high scientific way. So let's go into let's give the
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend about 3 or 4 minutes talking about this situation. So here you heard it, guys. Bobby Hemmitt, the master teacher, he said that black people in America are just a little bit over an animal in consciousness. He said they have degenerated down to basically human feces. It's some of the worst people in the universe. Right? This is what Bobby Hemmitt said. And I agree with him 100%. What I am seeing, guys, and what I mean, I've been seeing it. It was one of the reasons why I moved from Chicago and went to Las Vegas. Remember, guys, I remember the 80s, and it was kind of bad then. It's like when Elijah Muhammad left the scene, black people just basically just went to waste. And it's part of prophecy. Like he said, it is a punishment. Lack of knowledge is a punishment. Some people think punishment comes in the form of getting beat up or sickness or war. Sometimes the worst punishment can just simply be a lack of knowledge. And when I come around these black people in these cities in America, it is clear to me that they not only do they not know who they are, they don't have any kind of knowledge base. Matter of fact, they make fun of knowledge. They like ignorance. They love ignorance. And when I see the white police in these black communities in America, it's embarrassing. It's like I can hear, white folks in these black communities and our law enforcement saying, "I'm so sick of these people." I'll be the first to tell you guys, I'm so sick of these people. Now, we're not talking about all of them. There are some people coming out of the black communities that will be plucked out of those communities to put in their proper place where they're supposed to be. But for the most part, what I'm seeing in all these cities in America is that these people have gone to shit. Matter of fact, it's so bad, guys, that when I see black people out in public, I actually walk the other way. Let me tell you guys one story Bobby Hemmitt said, and I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to keep harping on this. See, that's the thing about Bobby. He'll talk shit about white people. He'll talk shit about black people. When it comes to learning, you got to put your feelings and your emotions aside. He talked about that the movie Gremlins was actually about black people. Okay, so it's like either you had Gizmo or you had Spike, right? So either they acting crazy as hell, or then he said like Gizmo, he said that they represented the black people because they look so like they got this little naive, gullible look about them. Like that's how Gizmo looked when you really looked at. I mean, the way Bobby explained, I can't explain exactly how Bobby said it, but he said that Gizmo character was your average black person out here, just real gullible. This guy like kind of like a just look on their face, like it's like look cute and adorable sometimes, but it's just like it's gullible is all hell. Then, or either it's Gizmo or then they're acting like Spike. They're just out of control. There's no in between with these people. Let me see. I want to say one more thing before I close it out. It might not be relevant for me to bring it up. Oh yeah, just talking about this whole thing about the mulatto. You guys know I've been harping on the mulatto thing. It just seems like that these mulatto people, I've been studying them for a long time. They don't seem to have all these issues. It seems to be like a problem with the well, for one thing, it's like black people trying to be white and white people trying to be black. That's number one. Both sides are just doing weird things. But then when you get the mulatto, it's like, I don't know, it just seems to be this steadiness. Not saying all of them. Remember, it's never everybody. I'm saying in a collective whole of things, something has to be. The scientists, they got to change this, man. It ain't working. This so-called African American, it ain't working. That experiment failed. Remember, everything is experimental. That the African American experiment has clearly failed. Every time I go into these people's neighborhoods, ain't nothing but fuckery going on. Every single time you come across them, they eat the same food, they do the same things, they think the same. I mean, it's embarrassing. And me having dark skin, people really can't associate me. People thinking I'm Indian out here, so people don't know what I am when they get a good look at me. But they know I'm not African. They know I'm not one of these African American people walk around. From look or the way I talk. So they are here. They are heard it, guys. Imagine if I hadn't played this Bobby Hemmitt video and I just got to coming on here talking smack about black people. Y'all be ready to dump it all on me. Here's a scholar. Here's a professor. Here's a master teacher telling you the truth. See, when it comes to knowledge, you got to put your emotions aside. Black folks have completely degenerated down to complete garbage for the most part. Not all of them. I don't even know how these people still, be honest with you guys, I don't even know how it's so bad that when I go into these people's neighborhoods, I don't even know how the neighborhood is still standing. I don't even know how it's still standing. Then you could say, well, they blame the white man for, no, you can't blame the white man for this one. Maybe once upon a time, not for this one. Messenger came, tried to drop the teachings, they rejected it. And then everything kind of went to hell after 1975. Even Bobby talks about that. So we're going to go ahead and end it right here, guys. I just want to say that. But, yeah.